Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NBA previews and prediction for Thursday. It is January 5th. Hope you have yourself a good start to your Thirsty Thursdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by your good friends right here at ATSstats.com. Alright, only 4 games in the NBA here this evening. We're going to kick it off at the Amway Center between the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Orlando Magic. Now the Grizzlies, a big winner in their last game against Charlotte. 131-107 was the final, while the Magic, they took care of business against the Thunder, 126-115. The Magic, a 6.5 point home underdog against Ja Morant and the Grizzlies here this evening, and we're going to lean exactly with the Grizzlies at 118-114, the over-under at 232.8. So we do like this game to go over the total. Memphis coming in on a 4-game straight-up and ATS win streak, while the Magic, they are 6-4 in their last 10, but they've covered the spread 70% of the time in their last 10 contests, and 7 of those 10 games went over the total. And we did have Memphis at minus 5.04, so you can see you're getting fair market value if you do like Memphis here this evening. The Boston Celtics want to race that last game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, where they allowed 150 points against. Tonight doesn't get any easier. Luka Doncic and the Mavericks are on deck. And you can see Boston, a 3-point road favorite, the over-under at 230.5. And Dallas now on a 7-game win streak, while the Boston Celtics have lost their last 2, and they haven't covered the spread in their last 3. But we have a close one here. Wow. 115.03 for Boston, 115.02 for Dallas, the over-under at 230.05. So we do like this one to stay a hair under the total. A 44% chance winning tonight for the Celtics compared to 56 for the Dallas Mavericks. And they're playing on 2 days rest. The Mavericks' strength of schedule in their last 7 games has been a measly 28.5, so maybe that's why they're on a 7-game win streak. And for the Boston Celtics, 44.9, and they are 5-5 in their last 10, but only cover the spread 40% of the time in their last 10 games. Utah Jazz taking on the Houston Rockets. Now the Rockets losing to the Pelicans the last game, 119-108 was the final. The Jazz, they lost by 2 to the Kings, 117-115. They are a 6.5 point road favorite here this evening. The over-under is at 232. ATS forecast system play, gonna go Utah 116-113. The over-under at 230.33. So we do like this game to go under the total. Looking at the Rockets, they are now on a 5-game losing streak. Their last 3 have gone under the total. They're playing in a back-to-back game situation off that loss last night against the Pelicans. While the Utah Jazz, they played a couple nights ago against Sacramento. They are now on a 5-game losing streak, 3-7 in their last 10, and I had them listed at minus 0.81. So Utah overvalued, but keep in mind, C bearish against C bearish, and you can't get any lower than that in the Raymond Report when it comes to situational handicapping. LA Clippers taking on the Denver Nuggets. Now Denver, a 124-111 loss last game against the T-Wolves, while the Clippers, they lost to the Miami Heat. So both teams coming off a loss into this one. LA on a 3-game losing streak straight up, and they lost their last 2 against the point spread. And we do like the Denver Nuggets as a 5-point home favorite this evening. 117-111, the over-under at 229.03. So we do like it over the total of 226 in a hook. And looking at the last 10 games for the Clippers, 5-5 straight up, 6-4 against the point spread, 5-5 when it comes to the over-under. And for the Denver Nuggets, they are 7-3 straight up, 6-4 against the point spread, and 4-5-1 when it comes to the over-under. I did have the Denver Nuggets listed at minus 2.4, so they see overvalue tonight against the LA Clippers. All right, let's take a look at your top sports betting option, situational handicapping for tonight. And look like the Boston Celtics, minus 2.5 is your top handicapping situation. And all this means is Boston is in a great handicapping situational spot. So if you're thinking about taking Boston, well, they're in a good handicapping spot here this evening. Neutral 11 days, meaning they're 3-4, 4-3 in their last 7. And against those B-type teams, well, they've won 69% of those games against teams with a record of 50 to 59.9%. However, they are in a 3 ATS losing streak, but if you're a love average guy like myself, that's a good thing because, you know, what goes up must come down. Boston 11-7 on the road this season compared to 15-5. Almost the opposite, like in Vegas, the Golden Knights in hockey. Vegas is 15-5 on the road, but different sport. DMVI, the Daily Market Value Index, minus 3.2, and you can see we're getting close to fair market value. I would recommend Boston on the money line. If you're really thinking about taking Boston, don't sweat out that 2.5. Take the money line. and only a 44% chance of winning here tonight. That's something I wish it was a little bit higher, because 44 is really good for the underdog. When you're a favorite, that should be above 50%, right? If you want to give you more confidence. But that's part of the feature here at atsstats.com. All right, let's take a look at the stats and trends. And always remember, trends are your friends, but they don't pay the rent. And we're going to take a look at some of these trends. And if you do like Boston, anytime they're a home and away team, the spreads between picking the +3.5, either minus or 4, 12-3 against the point spread and straight up. Let's take a look at this here. Utah Jazz, wow, they're in a never lost situation this evening. Whenever they're a road favorite during the month of January and they're coming off an under, 11-0 straight up, 9-2 against the point spread. So very interesting in the month of January. Memphis as a 3.5 to 6 point road favorite, totals 220 or more the last 2 years, 9-2 straight up. And let's see if we got one more for the show here. When Denver's a home favorite last 4 years, coming off an over, 21-4 straight up, and maybe you just want to stay away from that game against the Celtics tonight. All right, there you have it. That is your NBA preview and prediction for a Thursday. It is January 5th. Don't forget, you can always visit our website right here at atsstats.com. Go to your dashboard, and inside the dashboard, you'll see all these sports betting tools that you will need. And keep in mind, we've been going at this for 26 years, so we do have a lot of experience, and there's a lot of tools that you can use right here at atsstats.com. Good luck.